We are here in New York to announce a historic arrest across a wide-sweeping criminal enterprise that envelops both the NBA and La Cosa Nostra. The men and women up here standing with me represent a small portion of the leadership team that brought profound justice in an era that needed it more than any. I'll just highlight some of the details in the case and the FBI work, and then you'll hear from the others. But as you now know, individuals such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today, former current NBA players and coaches. What you don't know is that this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years. The FBI led a coordinated takedown across 11 states to arrest over 30 individuals today responsible for this case, which is very much ongoing. Not only did we crack into the fraud that these perpetrators committed on the grand stage of the NBA, but we also entered and executed a system of justice against La Cosa Nostra to include the Bonanno, Gambino, Genovese, and Lucchese crime family. And you'll hear more about those details today. Good morning. Today we are here in New York to announce a historic arrest across a wide-sweeping criminal enterprise that envelops.
Good evening, greetings everyone, and thank you for joining us on He Spoke Fashion. Listen, I am your host, Daylon Thomas, and look, it's been quite a while, but I'm glad we've gotten back to what we are able to do, all right? And so, guys, you just viewed the clip, and it has brought to light the ongoing controversy, I would call it, in this scandal here surrounding the NBA and illegal sports betting. Now, according, as you guys heard, to Kash Patel, the head of the FBI, arrests have been made involving 30 individuals, one of whom is the NBA legend, Hall of Famer, and head coach Chauncey Billups. Now, guys, during the press conference, FBI Director, again, Kash Patel, detailed the events leading up to the arrest, as well as various controversial gambling activities he characterized as illegal. However, guys, if you, like me, something resonated with you from seeing that. And what resonated with me most was not what he stated, but rather what he omitted. Now, while he referenced NBA players, he did not disclose the names of any alleged mobsters involved in this sports betting operation. Additionally, there was a significant moment, during the release of head coach Chauncey Billups that I believe warrants further discussion, because I believe it reveals an even more insidious aspect of the situation. Listen, guys, feel free to grab your favorite beverage and join me in the chat, as you want to miss this episode, all right? He spoke fashion. All right, thank you guys again for joining us for tonight's episode. And I would like to delve directly into our discussion. Now, this evening, I would like to initiate this conversation regarding a viral tweet posted on X. Now, the tweet originated from comments made by business commentator Patrick Bet David. Now, he theorized that Chauncey Billups deliberately wore a Clutch Sports hoodie to court as a subtle message directed towards LeBron James. And in this, we have to make certain that we understand that because he made this gesture as he wore this particular hoodie. In this recent episode of the PBD podcast, Pat Bet David highlighted that there is significance, guys, get this, behind Billups' attire as he exited the courthouse that particular week. Now, sure, the weather in Portland is indeed chilly. This is what PBD, Pat Bet David, emphasized. He said the importance of delving deeper to understand the messages Chauncey is conveying. Did you guys hear that? So, guys, let's take a moment to view this clip and then we'll return after that. And so, guys, give me a moment here to pull this particular clip up. And I'm telling you, we're going to move forward with our show. And I'm telling you guys, have you hit the like button? Go ahead and hit the like button and tell somebody that He Spoke Fashion is live. That's what I want you to do. Can you do that? Please tell them that we're live and we're having this discussion tonight, because I think there's something that we can gain just from this particular incident. I believe there's something that we can gain in this conversation. So let's take a moment right now to view this clip from the Pat Bet David PBD podcast. All right.
I think Chauncey has got a lot of respect and a lot of love from a lot of people in the league. And I don't know if Chauncey and LeBron are on the same team. I don't know. I don't know if they're part of the same camp. I know there's a lot of different factions.
He's wearing that Clutch Sports thing. So
well, what's he? But that's a statement.
Right.
That's a statement. That's a very different thing you're wearing.
When was that picture taken?
That was when he was
Last
coming out
week.
of jail.
That is wild. That's the one shirt that he's wearing?
Oh, you haven't seen?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Pull up the video. Rob, do me a favor. Pull up the video of him walking with the Clutch Sports sweater. To do that same thing, except typing Chauncey Billups walking out of court. Walking out of court. Watch this. Let's see if the video go a little bit lower. Not that one, go a little lower. I want to see the video of him walking. Right there. Watch this. Adam, watch this. This is last week.
The fact that I honestly thought it was
Boom.
That's wild. Well, it's that NBA head coach Hall of Famer Chauncey Billups.
And what is he wearing?
A Clutch Sports.
Why is he wearing Clutch Sports?
That's Rich Paul's company with LeBron.
You think, by the way, just out of curiosity, what percentage do you give it that is just purely, because I think there's a percentage that is coincidental. What percent chance do you think is coincidental? 5%. I think 20% chance is coincidental. Okay? I think 80% is intentional. Okay. Yeah.
Think so?
And I bet just the way he's talking without talking.
Guys, I'm telling you.
Just the way he's talking without talking.
Guys, I'm telling you.
Just the way he's talking without talking.
Guys, I'm telling you.
Just the way he's talking without talking.
Guys, I'm telling you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you just watched the clip, and in that particular clip, when one of the co-hosts, Adam, remarks, but he's wearing that Clutch Sports thing. And then Pat Bet David replies, but that's a statement. Now, this seamlessly transitions us to tonight's discussion topic. And the topic here this evening is simply Chauncey Billups scandal, when your attire makes a statement. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is our show topic for tonight. Now, guys, this topic was inspired again by Pat Bet David's assertion. He said, but that's a statement, implying that Billups' choice of clothing upon his release from arrest was intentional, and that it conveyed a deeper message. Now, guys, this statement will serve as our foundation for our conversation, prompting us to explore this question. Is there indeed more significance to Billups' attire? Now, guys, again, before we proceed with our discussion, let's first present our disclaimer. All right, guys, listen, now that you have taken the time to review our disclaimer, let us continue. Now, guys, Patrick Bet David suggests that there is more significance to Billups' attire than meets the eye. And guys, I believe that to be a true statement. Now, while I typically refrain from engaging in conspiracy theories, I must concede that he may just have a point. Now, it is our belief that clothing, one's attire, speaks long before your mouth utters a word. Now, he contends that Billups intended to convey a message through his choice of attire upon his release from arrest. Now, there were individuals in the comment section who actually concurred that there was more to his attire than initially met the eye. Like this commenter who said this. This commenter said, he a real G for this. I mean, he's a real G for it. I agree. Now, there was another commenter, and this commenter just said this. This is dry snitching at its finest. Now, guys, I don't know about you, but that is funny to me. I mean, come on. That deserves its own saying, all right? And then there was this commenter who commented, was released from jail in that hoodie. So this person says, hey, there's nothing special about it. He simply was released from jail wearing this particular hoodie, all right? Some may believe that. This other commenter said, sending out SOS to Bron. If I go down, so do you all. And then there was another commenter that said this. Now, this commenter said, he got arrested in that you dumb blank. They don't get to change in the slammer, all right? Okay. All right, so we heard from that commenter. Let's see what this other commenter had to say. Now, this commenter says this. You can't make this up. Chauncey Billups wore a Dookie Brown Clutch Sports hoodie to his federal court appearance. This is crazy. This is a bad signal for LeBron and Clutch Sports. Chauncey is telling them, y'all better get me out of here or I'm snitching. Good one, Chauncey. And so again, there are those who absolutely believed that this was an expression, a statement. A statement was being made here by Chauncey Billups. Let's continue. Now, guys, it is essential for this discussion for us to explore just what Pat Bet David means by this statement. Stay with me here. Now, a statement, guys, communicates information. It neither poses a question, issues a command, nor does it make an explanation. Now, guys, listen, those of us like myself who work in or follow the fashion industry are well aware of the concept of making a statement, specifically a fashion statement. Now, guys, this term refers to the practice of using clothing, accessories, and overall style to convey information about oneself, including aspects such as your personality, your beliefs, your confidence, your mood, or even social messages. In essence, a fashion statement transcends the simple act of getting dressed. It communicates a deeper narrative about the individual wearing the attire. Now, several celebrities have made a significant impact on the fashion scene this year. Now, would you be interested in knowing who they were? Come on, give me some thumbs up if you want to know who these people are. Well, I want to know who they are, and I'm glad to share them with you. Now, foremost among them is one of my favorite celebrities, actress Jodie Turner-Smith. Now, guys, listen here. Jodie Turner-Smith, of course, again, she's one of my favorite model actresses. And at the Vogue World 2025, the Hollywood event, she unveiled a custom bodysuit crafted by Rachel Scott of the brand Diatoma. And I'm telling you guys, this was quite a phenomenal number. I'm telling you, I believe, if I can get it, I believe that Miss Joy Turner deserves a round of applause. I don't know if I can get it. But anyhow, I mean, this outfit was phenomenal. And I'm telling you, this ensemble, let's put that back up there, prominently featured striking Afrocentric Afrofuturism, styling characterized by this chartreuse and brown striping, knit thigh-high leggings, golden cuffs, and a choker. Guys, that outfit transcends mere fashion. It embodies a cultural narrative rooted in Afrofuturism. Guys, while it also pays homage to the work of renowned costume designer Ruth E. Carter. And guys, you may need to Google her just to see, who Ruth E. Carter dressed in the movies. I'm going to give you a hint. It was a huge movie. And then they made another one. All right? Listen. But listen, such attire serves as a powerful medium for expressing identity, even celebrating cultural heritage and presenting a forward-looking vision in the realm of fashion. She made a fashion statement. All right? Now, guys, another celebrity who I believe made a striking, and I say striking, fashion statement while attending the Serpentine Gallery Summer Party in London on June 24th of this year was none other than Eliza Gonzalez. Now, guys, Gonzalez. She donned a fully sheer black mesh gown that prominently showcased a thong underneath, which was an audacious interpretation of what they considered the naked dress trend. Now, this choice not only challenges conventional norms regarding red carpet attire, particularly in terms of visible undergarments and the use of extreme sheer fabrics, but also resonates with the 2025 fashion trend emphasizing sheer elegance and transparency. Now, guys, lastly, I must highlight this guy, the remarkable Coleman Domingo. And guys, if you know anything about Coleman Domingo, you know that he consistently makes bold fashion statements regardless of the occasion. All right, guys, get this. At the Met Gala 2025, this year, he wore a striking blue cape by Valentino. And I'm telling you, he paid homage to the esteemed fashion editor Andre Leon Talley while embracing the gala's theme of tailoring black style. Now, guys, this ensemble was not merely aesthetic. It carried significant symbolism, referencing a rich fashion legacy and a prominent figure in fashion history. Now, while I may have different views on certain clothing choices for black men, Domingo's selection of the cape challenges traditional gender norms in menswear. Now, this distinctive piece elevated his outfit, making it far more dramatic than a conventional suit. Now, guys, now that we have, recognized the potential for individuals to make a fashion statement, let us examine the specifics of this situation. Now, guys, Chauncey Billups donned this particular hoodie that, in my opinion, did not necessarily constitute, if we're being 100% honest, a fashion statement. However, this does not negate the possibility that his attire conveyed a deeper message. The plot thickens. Now, Patrick Bet-David shared this perspective, stating, "Look at what he's wearing right there. That is for sure intentional." He emphasized further that, "I'm telling you right now, you know what Chauncey's saying. LeBron, you better have my back or else." Now, further analysis of the purported intentionality behind Billups' attire as presented by Bet-David suggests that his choice of clothing was not merely coincidental. So, guys, let's take a look, shall we? And guys, if you're enjoying the show, please go ahead and hit the like button. Hit the like button, please. Go ahead and hit it right now as we watch this video.
right there.
Yeah.
You think that's on purpose?
No, that is for sure intentional.
He's sending a message.
That is for sure intent. I'm telling you right now. You know what Chauncey's saying? LeBron, you better have my back or else.
Oh, for sure.
Because these guys, Vinny,
You know who Clutch Sports is, though. Right?
Look what he's wearing right there.
Yeah. Clutch
You think that's on purpose?
No, that is.
All right, guys. As you watched that video, you saw that Pat Bet David positions that the hoodie served as a deliberate signal for support, leading to the following interpretation. Now, guys, this is a crucial point of our discussion, and it serves as the basis for my poll question this evening. And simply put, and I want to know your thoughts here as I set up this. All right, there's our poll question. We're going to let that poll question stay up for the brevity of the episode. And it simply says this. It says, are we misinterpreting people's clothing? Their clothing, or is it a misconception that clothing is open to interpretation? Now, guys, Patrick Bet David asserted that Billups' hoodie was a purposeful public statement rather than a random choice. Now, he remarked, that is for sure intentional. LeBron, you better have my back or else. Now, guys, my question for you is, do you believe Chauncey Billups intentionally wore that sweatshirt? Do you believe that he wore it intentionally? That he was anticipating his arrest? See, because one commenter said he had no choice. That's what he wore in, so he wore the same coming out. Do you believe that? Or because he knew as many times a courtesy is paid, to a person of his caliber that is going to be arrested, his lawyer is contacted first, and they ask them to come and turn themselves in. Give them time to do that. And so, did he purposely wear the sweatshirt because he knew that would be photographers there upon his release? Or, guys, do you think it was purely coincidental? Again, I'm not much for conspiracy theories, but there could be more to this than meets the eye. Guys, allow me to pose another question to you all. This question is simply this. Do you approach your daily attire with intentionality? Or is that level of consideration reserved solely for special occasions? Now, actor Domingo Coleman was once quoted as saying this, I quote, "I don't just wear clothes, I wear stories. Every time I step out, I want to be clear in the story I'm telling and what I'm representing in each moment." Guys, did you hear that? What I'm representing in each moment. Now, Coleman emphasizes that every time he steps out, he aims to convey a clear narrative in the story that he tells. Now, is it conceivable that Chauncey Billups was conveying a narrative through his clothing choice? Additionally, could it be that your clothing is also narrating a story, whether you are consciously aware of it or not? Now, guys, listen, for black men, I would contend that the answer is yes. Not simply from those who are outside of our community, but also from those who are within our communities. There are always those who are going to stereotype, and we must be aware of this. Guys, we often find ourselves navigating a complex landscape of expectations and misconceptions. You see, these stereotypes can manifest in various ways, from assumptions about our behavior, even to prejudices about our capabilities and our intentions. Yeah, when we walk around like this. Guys, the weight of stereotypes can be profoundly burdensome, affecting both our personal and our professional lives. Ladies and gentlemen, we often find ourselves being judged like books by their covers, leading to unjust consequences arising from fundamentally flawed assumptions. Guys, just consider how frequently black men have been stopped by law enforcement merely because they fit the description. You've heard it before. How often have we been placed in lineups and identified as suspects solely based on stereotypes that inaccurately suggest our clothing defines our character? The instances are regrettably far too numerous. But what then is the remedy? How can black men effectively challenge and counteract unfair stereotypes and judgments associated with their clothing choices? Now, that is an exceedingly complex question, as black men frequently encounter unjust stereotypes related to their attire. Labels such as intimidating, unprofessional, or suspicious that are imposed by others without consideration for context, culture, or even individuality. Effectively challenging these stereotypes necessitates a combination of self-awareness, strategic presentation, cultural understanding, and collective influence. However, I believe that Patrick Bet-David may have inadvertently provided a partial answer to that question. How do we remedy this? How do we remedy these stereotypes? And I believe he provided inadvertently a partial answer during his discussion on Chauncey Billups' intentions in wearing that hoodie emblazoned with Clutch Sports. Now, guys, he proposed this solution. And it offers a practical approach to combating stereotypes, which is to define one style with intention. Did you hear what I said? Guys, we must be intentional about our style if we ever want to combat and challenge these stereotypes. See, when our clothing conveys a clear and consistent message, we gain greater control over its interpretation rather than leaving it to others. Now, go with me here, guys. Go with me. How can we achieve then this goal? Being intentional. Guys, we can do so by selecting styles that embody our core values. Now, whether they be professional, creative, bold, intellectual, or even athletic. Guys, I cannot emphasize enough the importance of elevating simple outfits through careful attention to fit, to grooming, and to quality. Let me tell you, it will help you out a lot. As you see here, grooming is important. Now, as Pat Bet-David noted, Chauncey Billups made a statement with his style, and you too can make an intentional impact by incorporating statement pieces such as a watch, shoes, or jacket that may convey refinement and purpose, just like this young man. Now, guys, listen, hear me close. Ultimately, your style should serve as a narrative rather than a mere target. As again, Coleman Domingo pointed out when he said this. Yes, every time I step out, I want to be clear in the story I'm telling and what I'm representing in each moment. That's what we have to take advantage of when we hear good things. Repeat it, practice it, adopt it. Then it will become natural to you. But secondly, another effective method that can challenge and counteract unfair stereotypes and judgments is through the use of clothing that exemplifies excellence. Now, guys, what do I mean by this? I'm so glad you asked. When Black men present themselves in stylish attire with confidence, it inherently disrupts prevailing stereotypes, just like this guy. Yes. Because excellence, guys, excellence serves as a powerful, did you hear that? A powerful counterforce. So they have this stereotype, and if you wear something and you come across confident and in the spirit of excellence, that excellence serves as a powerful counterforce. Guys, get this. Hear me if you haven't heard anything all night. Well-fitted clothing opposes the stereotype of being unkept. Well-fitted. It disposes and opposes the stereotype of being unkept. Now, I cannot emphasize enough, once again, the importance of finding a skilled tailor, which we always talk about here, to ensure your outfits are impeccably tailored. Thoughtful style choices counter the perception of being dangerous. Yes, they do. You don't think this guy is dangerous at all. At least I don't. Tailored. A very tailored suit. Don't think he's dangerous. Additionally, creative ensembles reflect intelligence and individuality. Now, in this regard, excellence silently rebukes bias without saying a word. Let's continue. Now, allow me to emphasize once more the significance of a skilled tailor. Understanding fit is essential for cultivating style confidence. Now, guys, fit serves as the great equalizer. And what do I mean? Well, a $40 outfit that is well fitted looks better than a $400 ensemble that lacks proper tailoring. And again, that is the equalizer. Very well tailored ensemble. The equalizer. Now, indeed, proper fit conveys a sense of discipline, intentionality, and self-respect. More importantly, fit dispels stereotypes more effectively than trend ever could. Did you hear that? Having a fit and proper fit actually dispels the stereotypes more so than just being trendy. Because you can have on something that's trendy, but it doesn't fit well. And guess what? People will say you look unkempt, or they may be afraid of what you have on. Is it fair? Probably not. It's unfair to stereotype anyone, but we all do it. You know you do. Lastly, listen, guys, I want to emphasize that your attire should not be an attempt to evade stereotypes. Rather, it should serve to define your identity. The objective is not to seek the approval of others, but to embody the kind of man whose presence reshapes societal expectations. Guys, when black men take ownership of their narrative, style transforms into a powerful tool, serving as a weapon, a shield, and a profound statement of dignity all at once. Now, guys, I always like to do this, so please allow me a moment to share a brief story, all right? Guys, listen. There was this young man named Darius, and he was from around my way. And you know what? Darius was tired of being judged before he ever opened his mouth. At work, people assumed he was unqualified. In stores, he was watched. And in his neighborhood, our neighborhood, his hoodie made him look suspicious. None of it matched who he was. And after learning how black men could challenge stereotypes through intentional style and presence, he decided to try it. He upgraded a few basics: better fit, cleaner lines, sharper grooming, and began carrying himself with quiet confidence. Almost immediately, things changed. Co-workers asked for his input. A manager encouraged him toward leadership, and people spoke to him with more respect. His wardrobe didn't make him someone else. It finally allowed him to be seen. His personal life shifted too, which is very important, because at a dinner with friends, a woman named Alana, man, Alana noticed his style, and get this, she noticed the meaning behind it. Their conversation turned into a connection, and soon a relationship. Within months, Darius felt a transformation. He wasn't defined by stereotypes anymore. He defined himself. And the world responded to the story that he chose to tell. Guys, the moral is this: when you define your narrative, stereotypes lose their voice. And when you carry yourself with intention, the world adjusts its assumptions. And guys, when you walk in your identity, doors open that once stayed shut. Now, guys, listen to this. Was there more to Chauncey Billups' attire? I mean, was there more to it? As expressed by Patrick Bet David. Guys, listen. Only time will tell. But we now know that there could be more to our attire. And if we choose our clothing wisely, it will say exactly what we want it to say about us, and not what the stereotypes say about us. Guys, I like to do this, and I want to issue a challenge to all black men who are under the sound of my voice, or will engage with this episode at a later time. I encourage you to reevaluate your self-image and confront the stereotypes that others may impose upon you. By integrating the principles discussed today into your mindset, you can enable this transformative process. Did you hear me? You too can be transformed. Well, guys, listen, that is all I have for you tonight. Do me a favor, have a good night, good fashion, and remember, he spoke fashion to you. I'll see you next week. Hope you'll be back to join us, all right? Oh, let's take a look at our poll question. And I'm telling you, it seems that everyone is in agreement. Yes, 100%. Clothing is open to interpretation. Looks like we're all in agreement. Sounds good. Guys, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you enjoyed this show and commentary like this, please subscribe to the channel, and we'll be sure to and hit that notification so that you'll be alerted every time we go live. Listen, I think we enjoy talking about fashion. And listen, if you want to be a part of the Fashion Network, the Black Fashion Network, go ahead and hit me up. We're going to have some conversations in Patreon about fashion that we can't have out here, because there are those who love fashion and know what fashion can do for us. As we often say here, fashion gives you an advantage. All right, guys, that's all we have. Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you next time. All right?
He spoke, fashion.